from the top, please welcome your Nuskin president, Ryan Napierski.
Thank you, Ruth. Get up, everybody. Get up, 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 up. Let's get some blood. I like the dancing. Get up, up, up. Ready? Matt, you ready? You know this one. So, man. You ready? Come up. Come up. Ready? Do you know this? Do you know? What? Do you know this? YMCA. I don't know it. YMCA. YMCA. Okay. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Welcome. Do you have a little more blood in your brain now? I heard one time, I don't know if it's true, but if you sit down for more than 20 minutes, you lose half of your brain power. Do you believe that? Oxygen depletes your brain and it goes to your backside, so you have to wake up and get the blood flowing again. True fact, I Googled it. I am so privileged to be here with all of you, 12,000 like-minded people who are here to change the world. Are you here to change your world? You absolutely are. We just listened to Rich talk about the vision for the future and how we collectively are aspiring to change the world. President Timunez then shared with us her personal story of transformation. Was that not amazing? Unbelievable story. Today I want to talk with you about the power of intention, the law of attraction, and what happens when we collectively come together and aspire to do great things. That there's an energy that's created when we all come together, unified to do something amazing. Do you feel that energy? Can you feel it? I can feel it up here. I can feel your love. This is what it's all about, bringing people together to change the world. So let me ask you a question. Why are you here at Ignite? Why did you come all the way from around the world to be here in the seat today that you are in? You have a vision for yourself, for your future, for your family, for your friends that you aspire to achieve. And I want you to be very intentional over the next 48 hours. Focus on that dream. Focus on what it is that you need to do to achieve that dream. And then go home and take action. We know in this business it's entirely about action. There will be obstacles along the way. There will be challenges that you face. But as long as you keep central in your mind, your intention, eventually your intention will become what? Reality. Do you understand? There's a little bit of a delay, so I want to make sure you're awake. We are so excited about the future for Nuskin Enterprises and for each of you. The world has never been more ripe for entrepreneurship than it is today. There has never been more opportunity globally. The global economy, I was reading a few days ago, the World Bank published a report which said that since 1990, the extreme poverty level has dropped from 36% of the world's population to 10% as of 2015. Can you believe that? 36% of the world in 1990 was living on less than $1.90 a day. Today, less than 10% of the world is living on that same level. Prosperity is happening. Mobile connectivity is growing enormously. In developed countries today, 80% of these developed markets are connected via mobile social technology. That's amazing. This world is ripe for entrepreneurship. All of this evolution in society is improving our opportunity to be entrepreneurs. Your opportunity. I always say that there's more business done today from bathrooms than there is in hotels. I don't know if that translates. Maybe we should say from bedrooms rather than hotels. The reality is, so long as you have your mobile phone with you today, you have the ability to be an entrepreneur. And that is amazing. Today's conference, this live event, Learn, Inspire, Vision, and Empower, is all about giving you the knowledge that you need to have in order to achieve the success you desire to achieve, to receive the inspiration from leaders whom you'll hear directly from, who have traveled the journey that you are on today to help you achieve your dreams. The conference is built to give you a vision for the future. Your vision. We'll share with you the company's vision, but at the end of the day, this is your business. This is your way. You need to translate our vision into your vision. And lastly, to empower you. Empower you to achieve all that you want to achieve with the knowledge, with the skills, with the desire, with the ambition to achieve that. The next 48 hours can become life-transforming for you if you what? If you engage directly. Does that make sense? So I'm going to ask for feedback. This is something in Southeast Asia that I love. How many people from Southeast Asia? Okay, you need to help me out. Because in Southeast Asia, whenever we say something, we always say good morning, and what does everyone else say? Good morning. And even if it's, by the way, later in the day and you say good morning, what does Vicky say? She says good morning anyways. But when we talk back and forth, I'll be asking you questions. I want you to respond and engage with me. It will keep it more interesting. So we threw out a mantra a little bit ago about your life, your vision, and your way. This is a principle that we're applying here at Nuskin because we understand that while we collectively sit together as a Nuskin family, you are individually building your business. And that business is a very personal business. Each and every one of you have your own intention of what you want to achieve. You define success for yourself. Live is all about providing you with that ability to talk. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about me and my story. I was born into an amazing family right here in Utah. And in fact, President Tamunez said that 36% of Utah Valley University is first-generation graduates. I was a first-generation graduate from her school. I grew up here. I grew up with 10 members in my family. My father and mother were loving. They were supportive. My father was the hardest working man that I knew. Always had 2 or 3 jobs, so we didn't see him a lot around the house. When I was 8 years old, my father, at the time there was no Uber, so my father had to start his own side gig. We called it Tom and Sons. Tom and Sons Mowing. And my brother Cade, my brother Nick, we all started down the path of mowing lawns at 8 years old. And that's what we did all summer. We mowed lawns for medical plazas and pizza joints. We mowed lawns everywhere. We made very little money, but it was so helpful and so discouraging at the same time because no matter how hard we worked, we could never quite get ahead as a family. At 14, I was done mowing lawns. I started to take on other jobs. By the time I was 19, I had the unique opportunity to travel abroad and to go to Korea, to a land that I had never been to before, to learn from people who were so entrepreneurial and so excited about life. And they too were seeking opportunity. Since that time, 25 years later, 25, being part of Nuskin, I've been able to travel the world. I've been able to meet with hundreds of thousands of you in forums just like this, in one-on-ones, talking about your dreams and your ambitions. And it's been so inspirational to me to learn that essentially, as different as we may look, and as different as our governments want us to see and feel, to feel at times, we are all collectively the same. We are all striving to answer or with the thought that there must be a better way, that living life can be better, and that if we work harder, we can be rewarded for our efforts. That is what this is all about. As we talk about this opportunity the world has in front of us, there is great need around the world. In fact, I mentioned this World Bank study. 75% of the world, actually 71% of the world lives on less than $1 a day today, or $10 a day today. 71% of the world. That's a pretty amazing feat when you think about trying to raise a family on $10 a day. Isn't that interesting? The world needs opportunity. The world is in need of what we have here at Nuskin to share with those around the world. When we look forward today, that opportunity is in great need because other forces are coming at us now. If we think about automation and machine learning and robotics, even in the United States today, one of the most developed economies in the world, do you realize that the cost of raising a child, according to the USA Today, costs $234,000 to raise one child? Now you can imagine with a family of 10, that became a very expensive proposition. It was cheaper than to raise children, I guess. They fed us less. But in today's world, it is more difficult. There's need for opportunity. It is at risk because the more that technology evolves, the more jobs that come under scrutiny. In fact, a report was published recently which said that by 2030, this was in Fortune magazine, by 2030, over 40% of jobs will be directly impacted by technology. That's 375 million jobs that will be displaced by technology. To put that in perspective, that is twice the size of the U.S. workforce today, nearly twice the size, 168 million people. So we're talking about an enormous shift, an enormous trend that needs to be recovered. And one of those answers is what we call the gig economy. There's been an enormous emerging economy that has now grown in size. It's called the gig. Think of companies like Uber, like Airbnb, like DiDi Driver, like GoCheck, like DoorDash, like Mechanical Turk, TaskRabbit. These are all gig companies. These companies have formed an enormous economy called the gig economy, $4.3 trillion estimated size. Now that's roughly the size, slightly smaller than the entire GDP of Japan. So we're talking about an enormous country, enormous opportunity that is trying to be filled by the gig economy. But gigs are not all what they're cracked up to be. In fact, there was a great book that I've mentioned before called Gigged by Sarah Kessler. And she talks about the challenges with gigs. And what's being found with gigs is that people are engaging in very menial tasks. So think about in a gig, you're typically driving or delivering something, or you're entering something into a spreadsheet. You're doing piecework again, which is very consistent with the old industrial revolution model rather than the technology revolution model. In other words, you're using manual labor to perform tasks that computers can't perform. So when we look out to the future and we think the gig economy, that the possible answer is the gig economy, we argue that there's a lot of challenges with that solution. So then the question becomes, if opportunity is at risk, if the gig economy is not quite filling the demands, what other options are out there? And that's where we get to Nuskin. For 35 years, Nuskin has been a company that our mission is to be a force for good by empowering people to improve your lives. For 35 years. It's the same opportunity in new form, reinvented to enable you to achieve your dreams. We are an empowerment business. That is what we do. That is how we operate, and that's what we're passionate about. 2 years ago, we introduced a new vision statement, and we expanded our vision from becoming the world's leading direct selling company to becoming the world's leading opportunity platform. Now, I'm asked all the time, what is the opportunity platform and when are we going to start? My answer is we've already started 35 years ago. It is simply up to us to continue to modernize the opportunity platform that we have today. The reality is that the opportunity platform that we have built today employs significant numbers of people around the world. We have people in 49 different markets who are striving to achieve their financial goals, to create an empowered opportunity for themselves. This opportunity platform is under construction now. We're building it today. Do you realize every day over 4,000 people join the opportunity platform? That's 3 people every minute since we've begun this conference. How many people have joined the Nuskin opportunity platform? These people are coming to either find answers to their economic needs, for supplemental income or replacement income, or whatever it is that they have in their needs, or they're coming to find the world's best wellness products, nutrition, personal care products. We are building this platform now. It's under construction. We are making enormous investments to enhance our technology. You can imagine a 35-year-old company wasn't built in the internet age. And so we're spending millions and tens of millions to transform our business. We have effective partnerships with Amazon Web Services and Alibaba in China to help us build the technology that will enable you to have a better opportunity. We're employing artificial intelligence and machine learning to find market opportunities with new products. We're utilizing 3D printing to prototype new devices and new products for your market. The reality is, Nuskin is a technology company today. It was born 35 years ago, but the future is all about enabling you with opportunity by leveraging technology to not replace you like a gig is doing, but to empower you. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Fantastic. Wait for the translation, that's phenomenal. Next, we're building the world's leading product marketplace. Nuskin has the best personal care and beauty products on the planet. Over 500 products that you'll be hearing more and more about today and tomorrow that will ignite your business. We have enormous investments taking place, as Rich mentioned, in building what Euromonitor describes as the #1 at-home beauty device system brand. That Nuskin, since launching LumaSpa just 2 years ago, claimed the first position. So congratulations to all of you for all of the hard work that you did to make this happen. Now, can we rest? Is our work done? Absolutely not. Do you realize that this market, according to Klein report, is a $39 billion market? Now, I haven't checked our sales today, but we're not quite at $39 billion. There's an enormous opportunity, and it's set to grow by 3 times over the next 5 years. Beauty devices globally will grow 3 times over the next 5 years. Does that sound like an interesting opportunity for you as an entrepreneur? Does it make you want to leave the meeting right now and go back to work? So what's next? What's next? Well, in the 4th quarter, we're releasing a brand new version of the Galvanic Spa with a new user interface to make it easier and more effective for consumers' experiences. We're releasing a new Nutriol line, hair and scalp treatment line. Have you used Nutriol yet? Fantastic products. That, by the way, I'll give you a fact here, is a $79 billion market. Hair care is a $79 billion market according to Euromonitor. Twice as big as beauty devices.
So when you combine the power of beauty devices in $39 billion market with the power of a $79 billion hair care market, does that sound like a pretty interesting opportunity? Yes. Absolutely. I wish people were jumping out of their chairs. I'm sure it's the translation or it's the presenter. It's exciting. I'm telling you. There we go. There we go. I just need to find a little love. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Rich mentioned, so what's next? If next is Galvanic Spa and Nutriol, what about next year? Are you ready? You're going to have to stay ready because I'm not giving it all away here. But let me point your camera up to the screen. Okay, I'm only going to give you a glimpse. Let me show you what Dr. Chang and our global products team is working on today. Are you ready? Do you have your cameras up? Introducing Q4 2020, our next, by the way, that's all you're going to see. Our next evolution, our next billion-dollar brand. Imagine a beauty device that you can take with you anywhere, anytime to rejuvenate your skin. Can you imagine the possibilities with that device? I'll tell you what, Galvanic Spa has been the most successful product in the company's history, launched over 10 years ago. Luma Spa catapulted Nuskin into the world's #1 at-home beauty device system brand. I can't wait to see what this device is going to do. How many Team Elites are here? Team Elites in New Zealand this year? Don't miss the trip. Don't miss the boat. You have to join us in New Zealand, where we're going to talk more about how we're going to change the world with this great big innovation. Okay, I am going way too long, as I always do. Did you want more pictures than that? Okay, go back one slide. Okay, go back one slide. Let's give them one more peek. One more slide, go back. Look at that. Is that sexy or what? That is that hourglass shape. Beautiful. That's all you get. There's nothing else. That's nothing else. But I'm telling you, and the reason we're sharing more, you're messing up, Evita. Okay. One more time. Let's go. One more show. I'll skip the rest of my speech. Clearly this is it. Look at that. That beautiful, shapely. You know what that represents? Opportunity to change the world and change your world. We're so excited about this. Galvanic Spa, Luma Spa, and what comes next? Okay, let me hurry. Let me hurry because I'm way behind. Okay. So, Rich told you already about the future. He talked about Nuskin's investments in controlled environment agriculture. All I want to convey to you today is you absolutely must be back in your seats before Dr. Joe Chang and Kevin Fuller speak in our afternoon session, where they're going to tell you all about how Nuskin is bringing together science, technology, and sourcing to create what we call bio-innovation. Are you ready to hear about that? Get to your seats early today, and you're going to hear more about that. Okay, let me wrap this all up. Our opportunity marketplace is under construction now. As we think about the opportunity platform, Nuskin is committed to providing opportunity for all. One of the biggest steps that we have made in the company's history was the launch of Velocity. Now, Velocity is a new business model innovation. We've rolled this out globally, with the exception of China, that has its own business model, evolution, that's been rolled out. This was a very strategic move for the company, and I want you to know, and I'm going to share with you more about this. We changed the business model, not our focus. As you all know, Nuskin is a leadership company, evidenced by all of you, by our team elite sitting around the world. We are a leadership company. We are an opportunity company. If we're going to be the world's leading opportunity platform, there are 7.5 billion people on this planet who need this opportunity. I don't know where we'll hold the live event when we finally succeed, but we're going to need a big arena. We desire to take opportunity to all who strive to achieve it, and therefore Velocity was built with 3 micro opportunities in it. A sharing opportunity for people that want to just share products with others. A building opportunity where people that want to build small teams of sharers and consumers can do that. And a leading opportunity that will enable you to change the world and change your world and the world of those around you. Sharing, building, and leading all together. Today, 89% of the people involved in Nuskin, our brand affiliates, are participating in the sharing opportunity. And by the way, that number of people that are participating has grown 50% since launching Velocity. Do you think you're bringing opportunity to the world? You absolutely are. Our builders today make up about 10% of the people doing our business, and our leadership makes up just about 1%, the top 1% of people. But sharing, building, and leading is all part of Velocity. And again, it's all connected to our vision to bring opportunity to the world. Will you join me in taking this opportunity to the world, in changing lives through Velocity? Thank you. We got one. We got a few. We got 12,000. This is a vital move. Let me close by just sharing a couple of stories, and I'm way beyond time, but I can't skip these. In our success trips, we have the opportunity to interact with leadership that is transforming their world, and I want to share with you a story about Susana Ose. And I apologize to my Argentinian friends if I'm saying it incorrectly. She's from Argentina, a young mother who worked night and day. Argentina? What? Why does it always sound like we have 10,000 Argentinians in the meeting? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Ole, 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 ole. Okay. Anyways, Argentina's fantastic. Susana was an amazing and is an amazing leader, an inspiration to her family of 4. She worked 4 jobs, 7 kilometers a day on a bicycle every morning, waking her children up to go and do different types of work. She came across Nuskin, she found Nuskin, and Nuskin has transformed her life. And it's transformed her life because it helps her to achieve some additional income to help her raise her family. She does Nuskin throughout the course of her day with many other jobs. Her inspiration is about helping other people, other women, to do the same. This is a powerful story, and it's something that we see hundreds of thousands of people around the world doing. Another story that I love is, and I'm terrible with pronunciation, but Njeri Kamer. Am I saying this right? Njeri, am I saying it right? She's telling me no. I don't know where she's sitting. But Njeri's another one of these beautiful people who has transformed or is in the process of transforming her life for herself and her 4 boys. She moved back to South Africa to give her children a better life. She engaged with many, many network marketing companies until she found Nuskin. What she loves most about Nuskin and what she said as we talked with her and interviewed her around the story is she says, I love the opportunity to help other people achieve their dreams. And she struggles every day just like each of you. She has challenges that she has to overcome. But every day she shows up and every day she powers through and she is committed to achieving her dream. Is that a beautiful story? Absolutely. You will hear today from many, many leaders. Over the course of the next 2 days, you're going to hear from people of all walks of life who have transformed their business. But never for a second do I want you to forget about Susana, about Njeri, and about the hundreds of thousands of others who need this opportunity. And they're going to find that through sharing products, building teams, and leading their organization into the future. Our company is all about empowering you to achieve your dreams. We are here to support you. That's why we exist. Every one of our management team that was up here, I want you to know, they eat, breathe, and sleep your success. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. We're human. But I want you to know that our heart is in the right place. One of my favorite quotes of all time was by our previous CEO, Truman Hunt, as he was closing out with our analysts on his final investor call before he left on a 3-year mission for his church. And he said when one of them asked him what he thought about Nuskin, he made this statement. He said, "In a world seeking opportunity, we aspire to provide for all." Those are not just platitudes or words on a slide. We can change the world by improving people's lives. We can change the world by doing it the right way. As Rich mentioned, we need to remember that we are a collective body that is here to change the world. We need to do it with integrity, with honesty, because after all, the reputation of our company and the reputation of you individually rests on your own honesty and integrity. Collectively, we can be a force for good to change the world. Individually, we're powerful, but collectively, we change the world. So in closing, I'll share with you the quote that I found, and I shared it with you last time from a magazine my grandfather gave me at 13 years old. And as I was thumbing through the Kiplinger's magazine, I had no idea what it was saying, talking about mutual funds and yields and all of that, but I came across this quote, and the quote changed my life. And the quote was from Henry David Thoreau, which said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined." My desire for each of you sitting in the room today, my true desire is that you will heed that quote, that you'll apply it to your own life. Have a dream and go confidently towards it. And as long as you continue on your path and you don't give up and you don't give in to the challenges that you face, we're confident in you, we believe in you, and we love you. Thank you very much for being here. Let's get excited about our next events. Thank you. Thank you.